morning, it is Wednesday, my dudes. We are back. It's the first Wednesday, the first video of 2022 from us at Turbo Tortoise Tech. We just like to welcome you to this year's programming schedule, which is going to be a little bit different. There's going to be another video twice a month that I'm going to try and put together, which is going to be quite interesting. But onwards with the top 10, and we get to do it with the Evetech Festive specials, which is still on till the 10th of January. So this is going to be the last week that you're going to be able to get these. So time is running out. But jumping right into the top 10 at number 10, Thrustmaster Hotas X joystick. This is a really nice setup. It doesn't separate in the middle like the PlayStation variant, unfortunately. That's about the only difference from it, so that has to be used in one quadrant, but you've got a full proper throttle quadrant on the side, not dual throttle or anything overly fancy like that. It does interface in PS3 or PC, as you can see at the bottom over there, so you will be able to use it on PlayStation based games, and then if you use it through Steam Big Picture, you'll be able to interface it there. There's a list of what it supports on its base sort of platform and setup, but it does, because of Big Picture, you can effectively use it in absolutely any environment. At number 9 is Antec Signature 1000 watt 80 plus platinum. $3.5 grand does seem like a lot for a PSU, except when it's fully modular and then has a 10-year warranty. So it's going to cost you 350 rand a year. Most power supplies do have 3-year warranties, but they generally like what a 750 is going to cost you like 1,200 rand. So that's 400 rand per year. So it's actually more expensive on the cost of ownership and way less powerful. And because this thing is like, well, an 80 plus platinum, they're confident. Obviously, that's why they put a 10-year warranty on the thing. This will run for, like, I would say probably 15 years if you're going to load it with just a single GPU, single CPU setup. This is built for SLI and crazy things. So if you never want to have to buy a power supply again, just get this right now. At number 8, it's Razer Huntsman goodness with their linear red switch. I absolutely love the way that this feels. It's so much better than like a lot of the mechanicals. I'd say the in-house mechanicals, this is in my top 3 for switches. I really do enjoy this Razer switch. It's really nice as well because it depresses like in different layers and you can program all of that. 60% keyboards are the thing right now, and normally these are well over 2 grand. So at 1,600, it's kind of a steal right now. At number 7, it's a really good bang for buck router from ASUS. It's AX 1800, so it's got Wi-Fi 6 and all of that goodness built into it. It's mesh system capable. It's a little bit more premium as well, so it's going to have really good management tools. Even the entry-level ASUS stuff that I would use back in the day that had those management tools, they worked really well to be able to prioritize traffic and that sort of stuff. This is like more of a gaming level router and something for, you know, streaming to TVs, etc. This is going to do a really good job at that. 1,300 with that good ASUS 3-year local warranty. Rounding on the top half at number 6, Endgame Gear has landed properly in Evetech. There was only a few products, but their mouse pads and other sort of stuff are coming through. And this, based on the price versus performance over here, is insane. For 200 rand, you're getting a braided 450 by 400 by 3mm. I mean, that boy is super thick. For 200 rand, it's really like well priced. They've got their own specific type of surface over here. I would look at reviews and stuff to see if it is going to be for you, but I can attest to the quality of the Endgame Gear stuff, having used some of their mice. Like, it's going to be pretty damn good at 200 rand. And similarly, at number 5, it's one of those mice that I've just spoken about, but this one actually has a newer Pixar sensor. So it's like a refined version of the older 3369, this being the 3370 edition, 19,000 CPR. As you can see, steps of 50 on that as well, 50G acceleration and 400 IPS means it's going to be near impossible to skip out. Another thing to note is they do use their own switches, and they are quite unique. They do feel pretty much the same as the Omrons, but it's just a little bit different. I've got to say the shape and stuff is more palm than anything else. It doesn't have the highest ridge ever. I have reviewed the normal XM1 in this shape, so if you want to check that out, go have a look at the YouTube. At number 4, it's the Endgame Gear Mouse Bungee, the exact same pretty much product from Zowie is like 600 Rand, so this at 250 is like ridiculously well priced. And if you are just into FPS, even if you're not pro or anything like that, it's really nice one-time buy sort of product. This is not something you have to replace pretty much ever if you look after it. It's got a 1-year warranty, but it effectively should last you for its entire lifetime because there's no real moving parts or anything like that that can break unless it's through negligence. And trust me, if you're an FPS gamer, you need to get yourself one of these so your mouse cable's not flitting across your desk like a squirrel in crystal meth. At number 3, it's the Alienware 25-240Hz because this is the best pretty much gaming monitor you can get at this sort of price point. 25-inch with the 1080p is going to give you a bit of a better PPI as well. It should be in the mid 90s if I remember correctly for this size, but I've got the 27-inch of this, and the brightness and contrast and colors and everything are absolutely fantastic. 240 Hz are fast IPS as well, so that pixel response time is super fast. There's no color dragging or anything like that. If you want a really responsive gameplay and you're playing like CS and FPS and stuff, look no further. At number 2, the Hikvision E3000 have finally arrived. This is pretty much the best of PCI Gen 3 that you can get. It is a DRAM-less setup, but don't worry, there's no issues with the performance of the drive. Actually, the DRAM does give a lot of drives caching and really good performance, but I've done sustained data transfer tests on my older E2000 that kept it constantly at its maximum speed, so I'm not worried about DRAM-less drives or anything being an issue from Hikvision. They're absolutely fantastic. And finally, the number 1 spot is the notebook and the new format of the site. This is like so much better than it was before. I've got to say, it makes it so much easier to do upgrades for backpacks and that sort of stuff. Your specifications are in the list over here, and your extras and essentials and that sort of stuff are all listed, so you can add in mouse and keyboard and headsets and whatever else you really want to put in with your laptop. I mean, it's like really comprehensive now. I've got to say, they've done like a really good job with the upgrades here. But this laptop as well, specifically at this price of 16,999, you're getting a 6-core 12-thread 5600H, so the latest 7nm laptop processors. These things are kind of nasty. This is with 2 8GB RAM modules in the 60, because it comes with the 8GB, so there's another 8GB added in. That gives you dual channel performance, which is like a 15% performance bump. 256GB SSD, nice 120Hz refresh rate, IPS panel, a 354GB dedicated graphics card. Like, and it's RTX spec now, it's not GTX spec anymore. Like, these have tensor cores and everything in them, so you can take advantage of DLSS and get extra performance out of that, and all of that for 16,999 with a pair of Clarity 101s. I mean, the monster set. Let me just go back here. You do get a set of earbuds with it and the backpack for free as it stands. You can upgrade to the new Evetech backpacks, which I've seen in person. They look absolutely fantastic. The build quality, everything is really up there. They've done a really good job on these. So this whole new like section and everything, it's sick. It's sick. And this laptop from Dell, if you haven't looked at the chassis, these are a little bit low res, but look at it. It's like a mini Alienware. I've actually literally sent it to the marketing guys because I've got to get one for review. It looks way too good, so let's hope the performance is similar. But on the face of things, knowing Dell, it's probably going to be an absolutely fantastic time. Anywho, that is all I have for you in this roundup. I will be back tomorrow. First review will be out tomorrow, doing the Doom chair. You know, I just snuck in there with a Z690 at the last minute to be like, nah, we're going to do this right now. So yeah, I moved that one to next year. So, well, yeah, that's tomorrow. This is next year, 2022. Look at that, we're here. Can you believe it? My friends, I wish you the best for the year. Peace be the journey, and I will see you on the flip side.